Vietnam, there is a saying that a man without spirits is like a flag without wind. If that's the case, then currently the flags are fluttering all over Vietnam, as while it's not strictly a spirit, the beer market has surged in the past 10 years, making it the third largest beer-consuming country in Asia and the 8th largest beer producer in the world. From the north to the south, almost every major city in Vietnam has its own beer, be it Hanoi, Hue, or even Saigon. Vietnam offers a variety of beers, including craft and homemade beer, which is currently gaining popularity among the country's drinkers. This club is a most heartwarming place, where customers can feel truly cared for. Vietnamese people refer to this type of venue as a beer club, because the primary, or indeed only, beverage served is beer. The lively rhythm of the music, played from the sexy female DJ's vinyl records, adds to the joyful atmosphere.
Millennials, people from 18 to 25 years old, is the most population that contribute the most in the population of Vietnam. So we have many young people. They love atmosphere. They love to have fun with friends. So that the business is really good when we target to the right customer. Have that.
The beer club attracts teenagers and people of working age who come together to socialize and build relationships through this beloved drink, seemingly forgetting about everything else in the world. Of course, you may get tipsy and experience some stomach discomfort, or even feel the need to throw up. But who's going to worry about that here?
I think that not many bars provide it. It's just like something that we find inside of people. Actually, they really need that, right? When they get drunk. So why don't we just have that for them?
The club has been open for 10 years and maintains a consistent and loyal customer base, proving that beer is not just a fast fashion, but a lasting preference in Vietnam. Beer is the most popular alcoholic beverage in the country. Beer in Vietnam has a legacy dating back to the colonial period, when the French occupied the country, using it as a market to trade goods and as a source of cheap labour and raw materials. This led to the emergence of numerous small-scale industries, including beer production. As Vietnam's economy expanded, people had more purchasing power, and beer became a popular alternative to local spirits.
If you want to see more great content from all over the world, please like the video, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.
Currently, there are 23 breweries in Vietnam, with the majority being state-controlled enterprises. Last year, the Vietnamese consumed 3.8 billion litres of beer, and this is increasing, making Vietnam's beer market one of the most vibrant and significant globally. When broadly categorizing beer types by producers, there are two main groups. Those produced by large-scale factories, which include both draft and bottled or canned beer, and those produced by smaller craft or homemade beer brewers. The market share of beers produced by large factories is the largest, while craft beers are currently on a rising trend. Craft breweries have increased, and beer tours are organised to explore the production process and atmosphere of these craft breweries. The tour starts around 6 p.m. as the sun sets and the vibrant lights of Saigon begin to shine.
Hello, hi. Is that our Vespa for the beer tour? Okay, how are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
Thank you for safety, nah.
Okay.
Raining?
Please don't worry. I have a raincoat for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So well prepared. Thank you. So
you.
even it's raining, we can still go for beer, right?
Yeah, it's
okay. I won't give up.
It's an exciting and quirky tour on a Vespa, the iconic Italian scooter, blending the nostalgia of the colonial era, the beer drinking culture, and one of the highest numbers of motorcycles per capita in the world.
craft beer is a huge trend now in Saigon. This is something happening right now. A lot of brewers are coming to the city, or also local brewers are starting to make business here. And actually, one of the reasons why we chose Vespa for the tours, of course, is that they are super comfortable. You will realize later. They have a stand for the back, and you can just enjoy the city. Yeah. You can lay, enjoy your beer, and enjoy the city.
Today, our goal is to visit at least 5 craft breweries.
1, 2, 3,
The sudden heavy downpour during our visit to the first brewery didn't dampen our spirits. We were prepared with our raincoats, and the Vespa convoy was ready to take the tour participants to explore the Saigon streets at night. The contrast between the yellow colonial buildings and the modern skyscrapers along the road added to the charm, especially with the now gentle rain falling. The normally bustling streets were somewhat quieter than normal due to the weather.
1, 2, 3, yo!
Our craft beer tasting tour this evening isn't about excessive drinking, but rather sipping to savour the flavours. Despite visiting multiple breweries, there was no intention to get drunk. Instead, we engaged in conversations about the history and culture of craft beer and the diverse preferences people have for this beverage. Vietnam's population is just over 97.5 million people, and more than half are under the age of 35. This demographic is a significant group that contributes to the steady growth of the beer market in Vietnam.
For beer, you don't have limits for the type of beer. You can make 100, 1,000 different types of beer. Depend on the brewer, what he like, what he wants.
So excited to actually expected something
New.
new.
Yeah, and every day we can make new beer, totally new beer.
Right.
So that is make people feel interested, and they get into it, they start to love the craft beer right now.
It's interesting to learn that another group of craft beer producers in Vietnam consists of people who were born or grew up in America. During our tour, we visited a large cafe with high, spacious ceilings, reminiscent of an old Christian church, a place of worship. And the monks themselves used to brew beer by hand. This place was full of people. Locke, a Vietnamese-American young man, is very familiar with good beer, due to his experiences of drinking and working at large beer companies in Europe. With a target market of millions of customers here in Vietnam, Locke made the decision to move from the United States and embark on a journey to start a craft beer business here. He brings with him valuable knowledge and experience.
So in a way for us to introduce and to connect people to craft beer was to build the showroom that I have here, where it brings people in, not necessarily initially for the beer, but then they walk out having a deeper appreciation for the craft beer that they're drinking.
Indeed, the exciting growth in popularity of craft beers presents an opportunity for the country to become a centre for craft beer production and export. The trend looks promising, as there are abundant local resources for crafting beer, and there's currently little to no regulatory pressure.
Here, the law does allow you to make beer, and I have a dream of really building a craft beer company, so it was an easy kind of adjustment.
In a craft beer business that prioritizes uniqueness, the most important person is the brewmaster, the person responsible for actually brewing the beer. Locke, having entered the craft beer industry himself, is well aware of this. As a result, his brewery has Jean, who serves not only as his friend, but also as a co-owner of the business, and acts as the brewmaster, overseeing the production process.
You study science of beer, of
Sure.
making beer
Yes.
from Germany, right?
Yeah, Chicago and Germany. I went to the Siebel Institute of Technology out of Chicago, but then we had a split in Germany through the Domains Academy.
So you have like a school and university just for making beer?
Just for making beer.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, every part of it too. You can get a PhD degree in every single element of beer making. People study yeast biology like they study human cells. It's actually more closely related to a human cell, yeast is, than it is a plant cell.
Really?
So they study yeast fermentation to study our own metabolism. So people have whole doctorate degrees on just yeast biology alone.
The brewmaster uses various additional ingredients to enhance the aroma and flavour of the main ingredients. These can range from original to various fruity flavours, which reflect the essence of Vietnam, such as passion fruit and durian. Indeed, with its unique blend of flavours, aromas, colours and distinctive bottle labels, craft beers are continuing to grow in popularity among young people who often seek novelty and unique experiences. From historical evidence, beer is an alcoholic beverage with ancient origins dating back at least 6,000 years. This beverage has undergone recipe adjustments and has been intertwined with human culture ever since. Beer's history is not only about a drink that brings joy and intoxication, but it is also about its role in religious ceremonies, medicinal uses, and its significant contributions to the economy. From clay beer vessels in historic Mesopotamia to stainless steel tanks in the present day, the colours, aromas and flavours of beer have evolved over time. Its popularity as a beverage has, however, remained consistent. This holds true, especially in Vietnam. Beer consumers in Vietnam can be roughly divided into three groups. Those who prefer local draft beer, those who favour various local and international lager beer brands, and those who are inclined towards craft beers. Bia Hoi is a draft beer produced in over 300 breweries across Vietnam, ranging from small to large scale, and it's packaged in 100-barrel tanks before being sold in glasses or plastic cups. The highlight of Bia Hoi is that it contains no preservatives and must be consumed within 24 hours. Its texture is smooth and light, delivering a fresh and refreshing taste experience. Vietnamese people prefer this type of beer due to its affordable price, as low as 30 US cents per glass.
Bia hơi này, thứ nhất nó là cái dòng bia tươi đấy, uống vào thì là nó đi trực tiếp vào cái đầu lưỡi luôn đấy, nó đã không phải như bia chai đấy, nó là phải cho đá đấy, nên là có cái cảm giác của cái bia tươi này uống vào thì nó có cái cảm giác nó làm hạ nhiệt ngay được cái nóng của mùa hè, đấy là cái văn hóa chung của cái miền Bắc đấy, nên là nó làm được rất ngon.
Beer is part of the drinking culture throughout Vietnam, not just in modern-style beer bars or clubs. Many people enjoy drinking beer at shops near the street, where they can have fun and enjoy the lively atmosphere. The classic setting, with plastic tables and chairs by the street, allows them to sit back, drink, chat, and watch the traffic and people go by. Statistics show, however, that up to 60% of road accidents in Vietnam are related to alcohol consumption, and 4.4% of the population faces health issues due to drinking. Despite the government's efforts to control drinking through taxation, the impact seems to have been limited so far. Despite the potential for an economic slowdown or decline, the value of beer to the people of Vietnam remains steadfast, stretching from the northernmost regions to the southernmost parts of the country.